Hi friends, welcome once more. Have a pleasant morning. Today, the topic of discussion, or rather, the topic of my talk is on Indian judges, Indian ICS judges at the Madras High Court of Judicature. I'm only confining myself within the limits of Indian ICS judges. There are, of course, ever so many European ICS judges at the Madras High Court. But here, the focus of my attention is on Indian judges of the ICS cadre at the Madras High Court of Judicature. Now, to begin with, the first Indian ICS judge at the Madras High Court is V. Pandurangarao. V. Pandurangarao, who was a judge of the Madras High Court between 1934 and 1938, followed by Muhammad Shahabuddin, a judge of the Madras High Court during the period 1943 till 1947. He is followed by Balachandra Koman. He was officiating judge of the Madras High Court during the period 1945 and 1946. And then he was followed by A.S. Panchapakesh Iyer. Panchapakesh Iyer was judge between 1948 and 1959. He is followed by P.V. Balakrishna Iyer, a judge between 1949 and 1960. Then we have Pundi Rajagopalan, a judge between 1948 and 1961. Then we have Sir P.N. Ramaswamy Iyer, a knighted judge of course. Sir P.N. Ramaswamy Iyer, a judge between 1951 and 1960. Then we have M. Anandanarayanan, who was a judge between 1966 and 1969. He is followed by K. Srinivasan, a judge between 1960 and 1969. And then he is followed by P. A. Ramakrishnan, a judge between 1960 and 1970. And last but not the least, we have K.S. Venkataraman. Venkataraman was judge between 1961 and 1975. Having said this much, I would like to continue my discussion or a series of talks on focusing on Malayali ICS personnels in India. Mostly by the word India we mean Madras Presidency, except of course ICS Malayali comes up from Shimla because he have been born and brought up from Shimla in UP. Those days it was central province or something like that. And then except exceptions, one or two, we have Malayali ICS personnels in India. Now to begin with, let's see the start. KPS Menon, he was Honorable Undersecretary, Government of the Madras Presidency between 1950 and 1957. Then we have S.K. Chetur, he was Honorable Chief Secretary between 1940 and 1943. Followed by M.C. Balachandra Koman, MCB Koman, a judge of the Madras High Court between 1945 and 1946. Then P. Achyuta Menon, he was Honorable Joint Secretary between 1943 and 1947. Then M. Gopala Menon, Honorable Chief Secretary between 1966 and 1968. Then P.T. Raman Nair, Honorable Registrar of Madras between 1944 in 1946. Then P. Govindan Nair, Honorable Undersecretary, Shimla. We have P. Govindan Nair, ICS, was Honorable Undersecretary, Shimla, between 1946 and 1950. Then P. C. Matthews, Assistant Collector of South Arcot, later became full collector between 1936 and 1939. Then we have V. K. Balakrishna, District Collector, Singhbhaum. Then we have V. P. Menon, ICS. He was Honorable Undersecretary between 1935 and 1940. MCB Common, as I said earlier, MC Balachandra Common, he was earlier Honorable Deputy Secretary, Madras Presidency between 1932 and 1935. Then we have Ramunni Menon, Chief Secretary, Madras Presidency, and K.M. Unithan, Chief Secretary in the Education Department, Madras University. And the list continues. This is only a short, brief narration of ICS judges, Malayalis of the ICS cadre, mostly in Madras Presidency and sometimes elsewhere in the Union of India. Have a nice day. Thank you all very much.